Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about the shorter version of This Is Fate. Karan finally met his family once again after 5 years, and he introduced himself to them as Arjun and not Karan. But then Raki still get emotional seeing him. So let's continue. Arjun tells Preeta that her presence in the party is important for him because she is Karan's wife. He asks Rishab to stop Preeta because he is really bad in requesting, and he asks Preeta that how can she leave without seeing the exhibition when it has Karan's cricket too. Rishab tells Preeta to let him know if she really wants to leave because he would not stop her from leaving if she is not comfortable. After some time, Arjun goes to the stage and thanks the guests for coming. He looks at his family and he gets emotional. Arjun says that he is happy that they are there, and just as he was about to introduce Anjali as the sister to his fiancée, but Anjali interrupts and introduces herself as the personal secretary of Arjun. Arjun pressed the button and the curtain moved to his side, revealing all the famous cricket collections that Arjun has. Everyone looks at Arjun's cricket collections and they claps. The Lutras get emotional seeing Karan's bat in the middle of the collection. A reporter asks Arjun that why is the background of the collection a red color and not any other color. Arjun says that red color reminds him about blood and he deliberately used the red color background. Arjun says that this red color background represents Karan's blood and everyone was shocked hearing that. The reporter insisted that the background color should have been any other color instead of red. Arjun asked Rishab to tell him if he did right by using the red color background. Rishab says that everybody thinks different and Arjun must have some reason behind this red team, so it is fine. Arjun says that this is why Rishab is special and that is why Karan's death increased the value of Karan's cricket kit. The Lutras get shocked hearing Arjun saying all that about Karan. Arjun says that he knows that Karan's family are here and they may feel bad because of what he is saying, but he only said the truth and he was even excited to meet the Lutras after hearing about Karan's death. Later, Arjun says that if we dig so much, then the hidden secret may get revealed. Some guests tries to leave, but Arjun stops them and says that the secret will be revealed at 9:30 p.m. and he wants everyone to wait and see the secret. Arjun continues to taunt Rishab and he asks Rishab not to deceive him again by leaving in the middle of the party. Then he quickly says that he meant that Rishab should not leave the party halfway. Shrishti noticed that Preeta is worried, so she asks that what has happened. Arjun comes there and offers water to Preeta, but Preeta refused to take the water. Preeta asks Arjun that why is he wearing clothes just like Karan. Arjun tells Preeta that he likes this kind of clothes since the beginning, and maybe it was Karan that was copying his way of dressing. Shriti tells Preeta that it looks like Arjun loves to trouble others just like Karan and Kavya used to do. Arjun taunts Preeta and says that it is not so easy to understand him, and he praises Shriti for being so clever and he leaves from there. Shriti wondered why Arjun is always talking in riddles, but she gets happy because Arjun compliments her. The reporters asked Rishab why he came for this event because this is not the type of event that Rishab would always attend. Rishab says that sometimes we tend to do some things that we don't like. Arjun comes there and tells the reporter that Rishab is not like how he portrays himself to be. The reporter gets a call and leaves. Then Rishab tells Arjun that he is just a businessman and he never hurt anyone intentionally before. So what do Arjun mean by saying that he is not what he portrayed himself to be? Arjun asks that can Rishab by chance kill someone if he had a grudge with them. Rishab asks that what do Arjun mean? Arjun smiles and asks Rishab not to worry because he only meant that Rishab can kill someone with his sweet talks. Arjun stretched forth his hand to Rishab and asks him if they can become friends. Rishab shakes Arjun's hand and says that they can definitely be friends. Arjun noticed that Rishab is wearing the watch that he gifted him some years back and he gets emotional. Rishab asks that can Arjun leave his hand because it has been a while that he has been shaking him and Arjun keeps looking at his watch. Rishab says that Karan gave him the wristwatch when he was still alive and he keeps Karan's things with him to feel Karan's presence. Arjun is about to fall, so Rishab holds him and the wristwatch gets broken in the process. Arjun says that he is sorry because the wristwatch got broken because of him, but Rishab says that he is fine with that because the wristwatch got broken while he was saving Arjun, so there's no problem, and Rishab leaves from there. Arjun thinks that today again, Rishab made him feel that he loves Karan, but he will not fall for that because he is not Karan right now and he is Arjun, so he will not fall for Rishab's words. Shriti sees Samru looking at Anjali, and Shriti goes to Anjali and scolds her for smiling at Samru. Anjali tells Shriti that Samru is not her type, and moreover, he is married, so she cannot even be friends with him, let alone dating him. Shriti says that Preeta and Karan always says that they are not each other's type from the beginning, but they still later got married. Arjun was searching for Preeta, but he is stopped by the guest. Rishab goes towards Preeta, and Preeta also moves towards Rishab, but Preeta trips and she is about to fall, but Arjun holds her before she falls down, and he begins to remember how he used to save Preeta from falling in the past. Preeta, who was closing her eyes because of fear, says thank you to Rishab, but Arjun says that he is Karan and not Rishab, and Preeta is shocked hearing this. Arjun says that he meant to say that he is Karan's fan Arjun and not Rishab. Rishab comes there and asks Preeta if she is fine, and Preeta nods at him that she is fine. Arjun says that Preeta falls a lot, but Rishab tells Arjun that he will not tolerate any insult towards Preeta. Arjun asks Preeta if she does not fall a lot, and Preeta remembered that this is how Karan used to save her whenever she is about to fall, so she agrees with Arjun reluctantly. Arjun tells Rishab to buy a good shoe for Preeta so that she will stop falling, and he leaves from there. Meanwhile, Shriti scolds Samru for smiling at Anjali. Samru tells her that she misunderstood him because he noticed Karan's bath and he gets emotional. Shriti tells Samru that she used to like Karan back then, but Preeta did not, but Karan and Preeta later got married. But she is worried because the same thing happened today with Arjun, because she likes Arjun, but Preeta did not. So what does this mean? Samru was tired of listening to Shriti's nonsense talk and he tried to leave, but Shriti stopped Samru from going out. Samru says that he just wants to get some fresh air, but Shriti asks that who is Reena that Samru always talks to on the phone. Samru says that he doesn't know any Reena, and Shriti asks again that why was Samru staring at Anjali. Samru says that he just smiled at Anjali because she smiled at him, and Shriti is suspecting him a lot and he would become mad very soon because of Shriti. Samru asks Shriti that what does he have to do so that Shriti can stop suspecting him, because he wants Shriti to please stop suspecting him that he is cheating on her. Shriti says that if Samru really wants her to stop suspecting him, then Samru must start telling her the entire truth. Samru says that he is always honest with Shriti and he asks her to beat him up if she wants. Karina comes there and asks them that what are they doing. Samru leaves from there and Karina reminds Shriti that they are not in their house, so she should not create a drama and fight in someone's house. Shriti wonders what she should do and she gets an idea. Arjun thinks that he knows that he has started affecting Preeta emotionally and Preeta will not forget tonight. Shriti hugs Samru from behind and she apologized to him for her behavior. Samru says that it is fine and he is not angry, but Shriti takes Samru's phone from his pocket without Samru knowing and she leaves from there. Anjali tells Samru that she saw his and Shriti's hug, and Samru says that Shriti is unpredictable because one moment she is acting overprotective and the other moment she is acting sweet. A journalist tells Anjali that he wants to know about Arjun's personal life, and Anjali says that they will get to know the unbelievable stories of Arjun very soon. Arjun cleans Raki's shoe because juice spilled on it and he makes her wear the shoe after cleaning it. Raki is surprised to see how Arjun is behaving so nice with her and she praises his upbringing. Snigdha tells Anjali that she would have tried to seduce Arjun if he is not engaged with Nidhi, and Preeta hears that. Arjun cries recalling Raki's words and he tells Anjali that Raki felt his presence but his new face ruined everything because Raki is not able to recognize that he is her son Karan. Karan says that Preeta snatched everything from him and he wants to hug his mother but he is not able to. Raki comes there and hears Arjun lamenting to hug his mother, and Raki tells him that she is also missing her son Karan but she is here to hug him as a mother, and Raki hugs Arjun. Mahesh sees Raki and Arjun hugging and he also gets emotional. Arjun and Anjali goes from there and Arjun tells Anjali that he wants to give pain to Preeta by any means. Anjali assures Arjun that he will soon fulfill his dream of exposing Rishab and Preeta, so he just need to wait for a little longer. I was just laughing within myself throughout this voiceover. I feel like personally, Shriti and Samro would have been perfect as friends, not as husband and wife. Cause since when they got married, that innocent guy called Samro has never even experienced any peace from this Shriti. Shriti, calm down. Anyways, guys, thank you so much guys for watching. And I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.